Phone and appointment best practices, the introduction to this series. This series is a catch all for things that may work in uniform with other types of curriculum. Example, inbound calls, unsold showroom traffic, internet buyers may have videos where these techniques are going to work for all three types of calls. This is where this stuff lies. So let's get into some of the things we're going to talk about during this series. The importance of call guides. The great news is chances are you make the same call over and over and over again. So you should always have a call guide for whatever call you are going to make or take. A call guide is just a rough outline or sometimes closer to an exact outline of the things that you are going to say. Figure out what works great and duplicate it. We have call guides available for just about every single call, and if not, we have a template where you can customize your own. You want to have an objection log, and by objection log, what we're really meaning here is just take note of the things that you hear that the customer says. Just take notes of the things that you hear that trip you up, because you only want to be tripped up by something once, twice maybe. Figure out the way to overcome it, and then you have that in your arsenal. And last but definitely not least, you want to have a little bit of fun. You don't want to be stiff. That's why we like saying it's a guide and not a script, because a guide allows you to have flexibility. A guide allows you to be yourself. A guide is an outline where you are moving in the right direction. You can add your own words to it though. Objections. You never want to take an objection personally, especially on the phone. You've never even met this person. It's the first time you've ever talked. You've never spoken to them, and then they hit you with something. Don't take it to heart. When you're not upset and you're just smiling and you're happy, it makes it a lot easier. The reason why we have the golf ball on the blade of grass right here is because if the golf ball lands on the blade of grass, that blade of grass shouldn't say, "Oh, this golf ball hates me. This golf ball targeted me." No, sometimes you just happen to be the blade of grass that gets smacked by the golf ball. Don't take it personally. Things are usually not about you. Things are usually about the situation. And if you focus on the situation and you're upbeat and you're not taking things personally, it is a lot easier to work with buyers on the phone. Get comfortable asking for what you want. We do a ton of mystery shopping, and a huge percentage of the time, salespeople on a mystery shop call do not ask for the appointment. They don't even ask for it. And if you ask any of those people, "Hey, what do you want?" "Well, I want an appointment. I want the person to come down." Then ask for it. Get comfortable asking for what you want. Don't hang up the phone without asking for an appointment, and you should have a good idea on how to do this with every single type of call. If people are not asking for appointments on mystery shops, what are the odds they're asking for appointments with actual buyers that are pretty tough? Confirm all of your appointments. Selling cars is a team sport, so if possible, you could have a manager or a secondary person do your confirmations for you. If not, you could confirm your own. And the great news is you don't have to even do it with the phone call. You could do it with a text message. You could do it with an email confirmation certificate. There's a bunch of cool different ways to confirm all your appointments. Make sure that you're doing that though. And in this series, we're going to talk about these different types of ways. Be persistent, be pleasantly persistent, and don't give up. Sometimes you're going to get an appointment or you're going to have somebody come down on the very first phone call. Sometimes it's going to take 2 or 3 phone calls. The majority of the time, though, your competition is going to give up. They're maybe going to follow up hard for about a week, and then they're never going to talk to that customer again. Stay with the customer. Some are going to buy today, some are going to buy tomorrow, some are going to buy a month from now. Have a cadence that's pleasantly persistent. Stay in front of them, and you'll pick up a lot of the deals that the other dealers will miss. And let's end with this. We hear the same objections every single day, don't we? That's what this series is all about. We talked earlier about an objection log. You hear the same stuff every single day. So don't be surprised by it. If you are ever in a situation where you hear a new objection, get excited because it's rare. Now you got something new to work on. Once you start tracking this stuff, you're going to find out you're talking to the same type of people every single day. And so you should have a response and some actions teed up and ready for it. This series is all about handling objections, moving towards the appointment, not getting caught off guard, and being prepared. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos.